It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gardner, here to welcome you to another NFL season. Always an exciting time, CD. And I tell you what, new is the opportune word here for these two division rivals, Atlanta and New Orleans. A couple of faces who have helped define this rivalry behind center, they're now gone. This is going to be an interesting one to watch.
And let's face it, it's a rivalry that always will blaze white hot. But it's definitely different now. Drew Brees gone 1 year from the Saints. Matt Ryan gone the next year from the Falcons, although he's still playing in Indianapolis. This is two teams in flux a little bit, trying to find their footing, although New Orleans still remains confident they can get back to the Super Bowl. Atlanta building for the future.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing a starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mariota. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Not only the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now here come the Saints, about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
It was terrible to see Jameis Winston suffer his torn ACL last season because he had the Saints rolling in his first year running the show in New Orleans. They went 5-2 in his starts, and they were just 4-6 after he was injured. And how about this? He only threw 3 interceptions, really addressing the big concern people had from his time as a starter in Tampa. New Orleans, they plan to roll with him for a second season and hope that last year's performance will carry over in a full season.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. Now he's forced out right. His throw incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On third down, Mariota. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mariota. And caught by London. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go play action. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On third down, Winston. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From just shy of midfield, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Even in a down year statistically, Juice Landry still produced over 50 catches to lead Cleveland in his final season there. A milestone awaits Landry, though, this season. He's almost a lock to jump into the top 50 all-time for receptions. One of those goes for a first down this time.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On second down, Kamara. He's got room at the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Winston now to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw again on second down. Winston to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Jameis now on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The offense on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry from 6 yards away. And the Saints have moved out in front. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. A first down throw for Mariota. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. On the return, Hardy. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for. How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 70 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action now. Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 29, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Winston. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Arnold Ebiketie, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mariota to throw it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. So as they take it over, we step aside. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Dom Maggio sent on now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hardy set to return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Winston now. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 28-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First down, Mariota. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Buying time, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Dom Maggio now. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston finding Taysom Hill complete. On the move past the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. 3 yards remain for second down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd and inches, Winston dropping this underneath with Herbert. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 35. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to the ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 33-yard line. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mariota now. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
119 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play fake. Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. On 3rd down, Winston. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A 1st down throw for Mariota.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On 2nd and very short, Mariota over the middle. He gets it to Patterson.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete.
2nd and 11 now.
To the air again, Mariota.
Throw left side, there's London.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Mariota. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota over the middle, complete. It's Edwards.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mariota.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the 2nd half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Mariota now to throw on first down. On the move past the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Mariota. Open man, there is Patterson, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mariota on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Mariota again. Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts
from 4 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way at this point, but, you know, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there. A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here's Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
First down, Mariota. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. To throw Mariota. This is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A give. This is Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Jameis to throw it. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Mariota.
Got his man. It's London.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Mariota toward the back corner of the end zone, but now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
2nd down and goal. Mariota. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Auden Tate, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, Doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage. Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And this one is right down Broadway, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for New Orleans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.